Being frugal and making smart decisions has helped me and my wife travel all over the world the last 5 years. We've been to Greece, we've been to UK, we've been to Italy, we've been to Mexico multiple times, we've been to Florida, we've been all over. And the reason we've been able to do all that is because we are smart with our money. We are being a little bit frugal, but frugal in the right way. And in today's video, I'm going to go over what we did, which really helped us to start being able to afford to travel more, and how you can do the same. Now, this video is in no way, shape, or form meant to brag about myself. I'm just a regular guy, person, just like you, who figured out this whole system to being able to travel the world without breaking the bank and being able to actually afford it. Because about 10 years ago, right when I met my wife, I was watching a lot of travel YouTubers. I saw them going to Thailand, I saw them going to Europe, I saw them going all over the States. And I said, how can these people actually afford all this? You know, we work regular jobs, have regular salaries, we do have online businesses, like I do YouTube, I do Amazon influencer, I do investing, I make money that way. But besides that, how are regular people able to afford to travel? That was a question that was in my mind always, because it's actually really expensive if you want to travel. Especially often, a lot of people we know can only take one trip a year. We take around, I would say, 2 to 3 big expensive trips per year. The reason my wife and I are able to take so many trips is because we live within our means. You know, we don't buy super expensive stuff. We only buy stuff if we really need it. For example, we just had a big purchase last month. We had to buy a brand new washing machine because our old one broke. The last washing machine we had was on its last legs for a long time, but we really held off replacing it because we wanted to use that money for travel. But when an expense happens, when something breaks or emergency, we're going to spend that money because we have it saved. But if it's not broken, don't fix it. That's the classic line, and we live by that. So we did replace that. But besides that, that's the last major appliance that we've had to replace pretty much since we moved in. Now, when it comes to spending, like at the mall and stuff, I only buy clothing that's on sale. I don't buy something if I don't need it. Just to give you a quick example, if we go to the store and I pick up this Scrub Daddy here, which is actually an excellent sponge, by the way, if you're looking for one, I will look at the products. Let's just say I pick it up off the shelf. I will look at it and see if we actually need it. And if we don't actually need it, I'll put it back on the shelf and I'll happily leave the store without buying anything. I have discipline, I have self-control. We only do purchases that we need. And when it comes to going out, we do go out for a nice dinner sometimes, but not every weekend. We don't go to bars and spend money because that can get very expensive, spending money on drinks. And we have noticed with our friend group, a lot of people spend money on beauty stuff, you know, manicures, getting your nails done, your hair done, pedicures, all that stuff. I go for a haircut once every 2 months. My wife goes for a haircut like once every 3 or 4 months. We don't spend a lot of money on, you know, personal maintenance. We do it ourselves mostly, you know, trim your own beard, go for a haircut when you need it, you know, moisturize your skin. Don't got to go to a special place to get that done. You know what I mean? We really take matters into our own hands when it comes to stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying you need to live super frugally if you want to travel a lot. You just need to really think in your mind, should I spend money on this or should I save it? Do I really need this or should I just put it back? You really got to do a deep dive. You can't just be impulse buying. You can't just walk into a store and say, oh, this shirt looks nice, I'll take it. Oh, this hat looks nice, I'll take it. Oh, that piece of jewelry would look really good on me, I'll take it. You really need to think how you're going to spend your money. Another thing a lot of people spend a lot of money on, which I try not to do, my wife is really guilty of this, sorry if you're watching this video, is spending money on coffee when you go out. You know, every time you go out, oh, let's go to Starbucks, let's go pick up a iced coffee. For me, I'd rather make a coffee at home, which costs 30 cents, than buy a coffee at the store that costs anywhere between $2 to $5. It adds up, you know, you might just think, oh, one $5 coffee, that's nothing. It adds up over time. And yes, when I do go on vacation, I do buy the expensive coffee because it's a luxury. I like it when I'm on vacation, but when I'm home, I rather have coffee here. And like I said earlier in the video, we don't eat out too much. I would rather just make lunch here, or make dinner at home if we can. But if we're out and on the go and we have to get food, I will go for like a cheaper option over a restaurant, rather go to Subway or Chipotle, something nice and healthy, but doesn't break the bank, right? Because you don't want to go to a steakhouse every time you go out, a nice Italian place, because that will also add up if you're eating at very expensive restaurants. We also only have one vehicle, which is a big money saver too. A lot of people that have two vehicles, they spend so much purchasing those vehicles, paying them off, and then insurance and everything. So it works out a lot cheaper just having one vehicle when it comes to transportation. So that's pretty much it. That's how we save our money so we can travel more. We just live a very simple, basic life, nothing really flashy. And we love it because that gives us extra money to travel instead of spending it on stupid stuff. Sorry to be real direct there, but a lot of people spend their money on stupid stuff, and that's why they can't travel. That's why they're broke, and it causes a whole bunch of chain problems, debt, everything. You don't want to get stuck in that. You just want to live a normal life within your means, and then you can afford to take those luxury trips. But maybe travel isn't what you want. Maybe you prefer more concerts, or you want to spend your money buying collectibles and stuff. That's okay too, as long as you're able to budget and manage everything else in your life. You can use your extra income for whatever you want. We prefer travel because we love exploring new places and new cities. I also do have a travel YouTube channel, which is part of the reason why I love traveling, because I love creating content. And when I travel, I can create so much great content to share on YouTube. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give the video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. And leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Are you saving money? Are you spending money? Are you looking to plan a big trip? Let me know what's going on in your life, because I'm genuinely curious. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.